Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. This is where you'll get Second Amendment news on a daily basis. And before we jump into this huge, potentially huge lawsuit that was filed against the Joe Biden administration, Department of Justice, ATF, about the new rule, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is GunSkins. GunSkins are durable, cost-effective alternatives to Cerakoting or Hydra dipping, and they're made in the USA. GunSkins are a DIY vinyl wrap for guns and gear that are made with the same high-quality 3M vinyl used to wrap cars and other vehicles. They are 100% waterproof, hold up to any kind of weather, wear and tear, and will protect your firearm's original finish. They have kits that will fit just about any firearm. They are completely removable, and if you're not satisfied, they have a 60-day money-back guarantee. GunSkins also has a mag skin of the month. This is the skin for the month of May. Just literally came in today as I was about to film. And you can subscribe and get a discount, and you get a new one of these delivered to your home every month. And these are only available if you join the Mag Skin of the Month Club. I want to thank GunSkins for being a friend of the channel. Check them out. Link is down below. It's gunskins.com, and check out the tons and tons of patterns and prints that they have, and I'm sure you'll find something you like. All right, let's get into this lawsuit that was filed in Texas a couple days ago. I've mentioned it real quick in another video, but I'm going to give you some details because there is some serious firepower, no pun intended, behind this lawsuit looking to challenge Joe Biden and his Department of Justice / ATF's new final rule for the redefinition of a firearm frame and receiver. Now, this lawsuit originated in Texas, and the main plaintiff for this is a company called Division 80. And Division 80 is a newly formed company. They filed in November of this past fall. Division 80 is a Houston area gun parts manufacturer that says that Biden's new rule will effectively put them out of business by changing what they can do, even though there are no laws stating the same as Biden's claim in this new rule. Now, this lawsuit is what I believe is going to be the first of several lawsuits challenging Biden and his administration's unconstitutional changing of laws administratively through an agency that doesn't have power to do this. They're not, in Congress. They don't get to make laws, yet Biden is willing to do everything he can until he's put into check, because that's what tyrants do. Tyrants are going to tyrant. Now, I mentioned there's some serious firepower behind this lawsuit, and I'm going to tell you about two of the main attorneys on this case. The first one is none other than Michael Sullivan. And Michael Sullivan is a former acting director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives under George W. Bush. So he would kind of know what he's talking about, at least one would think, when it comes to the ATF and what they can and cannot do, and what has been legal all along being changed overnight. Now, of course, that question, if you're new to following this, is the 80% frame or receiver that has been legal since the beginning of time. ATF, numerous occasions, have said that an 80% lower receiver, etc., is not a firearm, yet Joe Biden has forced and pressured them into saying, yeah, you know what, it is a firearm. Things have changed. If you buy some parts and you have parts in a shopping bag or a virtual shopping basket, then those automatically will morph into a working firearm, and therefore you must be an FFL, do background checks, keep records indefinitely so that they can help with the registry, etc. And we saw this affect a friend of mine, Jordan Binrow, with JSD Supply just a couple days ago. Same thing. The ATF is now saying that if you sell a kit, an 80% kit, and you offer the jig part of that kit, then that is a firearm, because you're providing the means for them to readily convert the firearm, the parts into a firearm, even though nothing is readily convertible sitting there in the box. You actually still have to do the work. And that work is totally lawful and legal. Now, joining Sullivan as actually the lead attorney on this is Corey Liu. And Corey Liu was the general counsel for Governor Greg Abbott in Texas, and he also served as a law clerk under Ted Cruz. Now, Sullivan and Liu released this joint statement that I'm going to read to you here, and it says, "This suit is to prevent the Biden administration from politically weaponizing the ATF and adopting an unlawful final rule without Congress's approval." They also said it unlawfully seeks to put law-abiding American companies like Division 80 out of business. And as a reminder, I covered it here when it happened back in the Rose Garden. But back on April 11th, Bobo Biden said this: I instructed the Attorney General to write a regulation that would rein in the proliferation of ghost guns because I was having trouble getting anything passed in Congress. Well, the fact that you couldn't circumvent or delete the Constitution, Joe, and you have ordered your Attorney General to do this unlawful action and unconstitutional action, has got Merrick Garland and the new acting head of the ATF, Gary Restiano, on a lawsuit. So this was just filed in court on the 9th of May, 2022. Let's keep our eyes on this. There are other lawsuits that I know are going to be trickling. I can't say anything about them until they drop, obviously. Guys and gals, thank you so much for your time. Let me know what you think about this lawsuit down below. I think there will be many. This one has some serious firepower behind it because you have somebody who is well respected in the legal field, and you have somebody who is a former head of the ATF and is also respected in the legal field. He was once very involved in the federal legal system here in Massachusetts. So, got action. The first domino has fallen, and unfortunately, companies and people and families are being affected by Joe Biden and his unconstitutional actions because he's been bought off by the anti-gun lobby. They love to say that, you know, the gun lobby and the NRA and everybody buys politicians. Well, you, Joe Biden, have been bought and paid for by Everytown for Gun Safety, Moms Demand Action, Gabby Giffords, you name them, you're in all of their pockets, and I can't wait for everything to come to fruition. Guys and gals, until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Check out the sponsor of today's video, Gunskins, and I thank you again. Y'all, I'll see you on the next one. Take care.